Hello friends, in this video we are going to see various expressions given by Stokes in case of drag acting on a sphere. So let's move on to video. When we are talking about free falling spherical object into a fluid, say for example if a heavy spherical ball is dropped into a liquid or oil, then in that case there exists boundary layer surrounding to it, and we can calculate various expressions for drag. The research is done by the scientist Stokes, hence we will call it as Stokes law. So now let us see what actually Stokes have found in this case. Say for example, if this is a glass, in fluid mechanics we do a experiment in which in cylindrical measure we provide a oil of known specific gravity or unit weight. We consider a spherical object and it is dropped freely into the fluid. So it is clear that there are two types of forces which are acting: a drag force in this direction, this is the drag force, drag, and buoyant force. Buoyant force is trying to move spherical object in upward direction. Drag force is trying to drag the spherical object as well as a self weight in downward direction, self weight in downward direction. So there exists a phenomenon when this frictional drag is becomes stabilized, and in this case we obtain a stage when constant velocity is obtained for free falling object. Even though gravitational acceleration is acting on the sphere, we will see that this spherical object is moving with constant velocity. It means that equilibrium is reached, and in that case we have calculated a formula. That formula is called as Stokes law. So for a drag on sphere, according to Stokes, when Reynolds number Re is less than 0.2, actually 0.2 is very less value, so it is slowly moving object, slowly moving sphere in oil. I am talking at smaller velocities. Then in that case, after equilibrium, he have obtained an equation for drag. Drag force is equal to 3 pi mu d into u. This u is nothing but the constant velocity. Stokes have named this velocity as terminal, so we can consider it as terminal velocity. This d is nothing but the diameter of particle. In case of sphere, it is the diameter of sphere. Mu is the dynamic viscosity of fluid, and that 3 pi terms are introduced. Out of which total drag, this total drag can be divided into two types. First is skin friction drag. This is nothing but the 2/3 of Fd, so it becomes 2 pi mu du. And second type is pressure drag. This is the remaining part, that is 1/3 of Fd, 1/3 of Fd, that is pi mu du. Practically, Fd is equal to Cd into 1/2 rho u square into A. This was the expression which was obtained by the calculations. So equating both, we have 3 pi mu du is equal to CD into 1 half into rho into U square into A. So I can calculate value of CD as 24 into mu divided by rho into U into T. In case of Reynolds number, we know the formula. Reynolds number is equal to rho VL upon mu. This length is nothing but the characteristic length, and in case of spherical object, this is equal to D. So rho V D upon mu is the formula for Reynolds number in case of spheres. So I can see this term as Reynolds number, rho V L upon mu. This rho V L upon mu. So I can write it as 24 upon Reynolds number. So this is the expression for CD value, coefficient value, and this is only when Re less than 0.2. But what about higher values of Reynolds number? When Re is greater than 0.2 up to 5, then there is another scientist who revised the value of CD. So according to Osin, considering inertia forces at higher velocities, because as Reynolds number, this Reynolds number value is increasing, it means that velocity of flow is increasing. So at higher velocities we have to consider inertia forces, and after considering inertia forces, the revised value of CD is this 24 upon Re in bracket 1 plus 3 upon 16 Re. This new term 3 upon 16 Re was added by the scientist Ocean in initial value by Stokes. For Reynolds number ranging from 5 to 1000, CD value is equal to 0.4. These are the ready results for practical problem purpose. And for Re value 1000 to 1 lakh, CD is 0.5. Now increase in the Reynolds number value means we are increasing the flow velocity. So as flow velocity is increased, this CD value is also increased. So Re greater than 10 to the power 5, CD value becomes 0.2. Now we will talk about terminal velocity. As I have explained, if this is the cylindrical measure in which this sphere is dropping with constant velocity, then that case is called as equilibrium case. So at equilibrium, weight is balanced by two types of forces, drag forces plus buoyant force. Hence the velocity is constant. So velocity when equilibrium achieved becomes constant, called terminal velocity. And this terminal velocity was considered in case of Stokes law. That's all. Thank you.